Hey everyone, it's CL. It's pretty late tonight. It's like 11:30 p.m. and I'm staying up to film this video because I want to get it out there because I'm super excited that we're still in the beginnings of January. It's like January 8th, I believe, and I've already hit a 5-star read as far as reading is concerned. I was not expecting that I would hit a 5-star read this early on in the year, let alone at all, because 5-star reads are kind of hard to come by. But I am super excited about this book. I'm super excited that my reading for the year is kind of already heading in like an upward trajectory, and I really like that. And it's books like these that really make me excited to read. It really takes me on an adventure and makes me laugh. So the book that I'm talking about is The Hero's Guide to Saving Your Kingdom by Christopher Healy. Now, the way I came about this book is that last night I was having trouble sleeping and I decided to go ahead and browse the books on my Overdrive app because I didn't want to like turn on all the lights and work on like a physical book that I am currently working on, because that would require me to like actually stay up and have the lights on, and I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to like listen to something on Overdrive and like gradually fall asleep. So as I was browsing the books on Overdrive, I was thinking like, well, what do I want to read? Nothing really sounded appealing, and I didn't want to read anything too heavy. I definitely didn't want to read anything scary because if I did drift off to sleep, I absolutely would not want any nightmares, no thank you. So I ended up filtering my selection by humor, and I was browsing the humor books, and this book I came across a few times, but I was like, you know what, I'm not really sure because the cover is cute, but it's not super appealing, not something that I'm gravitated to, because covers do bring me in. And I decided, you know what, let me go back to this book. It looks like something lighthearted and it's supposed to be funny. Let me go ahead and give it a try. If anything, I don't have to keep listening to it come tomorrow, you know? And as I was laying in bed, I'm trying to like relax so I can drift off to sleep. The beginning pages of the book, I already started laughing. It was so funny, and it took me off guard because I was not expecting how funny this book was going to be. Like, that's the best kind of reading, when you're totally taken off guard by a book, and I was taken off guard with how funny this book was. And what this book is about, very briefly, it takes the fairy tale stories like Cinderella, Rapunzel, Snow White, and it kind of changes the perspective. So you see the perspective of the Prince Charmings and how their fairy tale isn't as glamorous as the stories make it seem. So the way it goes about it is just so hilarious, and I highly recommend, if you check out this book, please seek out the audiobook. The narrator did an amazing job, and I couldn't tell if it was all the same narrator or if they once in a while brought in another person to do a voice for a particular character, but regardless, the way he does the voices makes the story like 10 times better, because it's like you're watching a movie play out in your head, and it's so funny. And so to give you an idea, there is Prince Gustav, which is the Prince Charming from the Rapunzel story. He is one of 16 sons in his family. Like, he has like 16 brothers, and he really goes unnoticed. His brothers have all done these great things and have like all these wonderful stories told about him, and he's always trying to prove himself. He has this really tough exterior, and he's really short, but that he doesn't let that hold him back, and he always like has this facade that he's unemotional and this really big tough guy, right? And he is in the kingdom, and a citizen comes or passes by him, and the citizen is like, "Oh, are you Prince Charming?" And he's all, "Yep, that's me." And the citizen is like, why didn't you use a ladder? And then Gustav gets all offended. He's like, why does that always come up? Why do people keep asking me that? And it's like small little snippets like that that make it so funny. So if you are a fan of fairy tales like Snow White, Cinderella, Rapunzel, and Sleeping Beauty, absolutely check out this book. It is really, really, really creative and funny and witty. The way they spin the perspective of the Prince Charmings, and man, it was a really great book. Highly recommend, especially the audiobook. But super excited. That is my first 5-star read of the year. I've already started on the second book, which is The Hero's Guide to Storming the Castle, and I'm looking forward to how the story pans out for these Prince Charmings. I hope that they find what they're looking for, and we shall see, I suppose. So yep, if you want a book that's laugh out loud funny, absolutely check out this book. Can't praise it enough. So thank you for watching. That is my first 5-star read. Hopefully I will hit more 5-star reads throughout the year. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you later.